I'm Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests, and especially Jack. As our Toastmaster mentioned, we have manuals that describe the project, and the project that Jack was speaking from is one of the advanced manuals, which is what you work through after completing the Competent Communication Manual. This particular one is speaking to inform, and the overall purpose of the manual is to have speech projects that give information. And this particular one is assignment number 3, called the demonstration talk, and the objective was to present a demonstration about a process, a product, or an activity, and to conduct the demonstration in an appropriate manner. And Jack, I thought you did an outstanding job of a demonstration, an exemplar of how to give a demonstration on a number of levels. Actually, the first thing that intrigued me about this was the title. Not learning about how to solve a three-dimensional problem, learning how to learn about, so it's an extra layer. You got a great start by working with the logistics before even starting to interact with the audience. You moved the lectern, you got your props set up, you had the PowerPoint set up, and then you began. And that's, again, an excellent way to begin the demonstration. I like your phrase at the beginning, we're going to use magic instead of mathematics. Again, the use of humor throughout was a great way to move the talk forward. The organization was outstanding. And organization, as we saw in a number 2 speech, comes fairly early and really applies to everything that you do henceforth. In other words, every speech that you give, whether it's here or whether it's someone else, ought to be well organized and made clear. I thought your delivery was particularly effective. I know that sometimes in the past it hasn't gone completely smoothly here. There were no notes. It was a very challenging one because you had both PowerPoint as well as the physical objects, the Rubik cubes there. And one of the things that you had obviously prepared by having one that you were demonstrating that was already solved, but then one that wasn't solved that you were going to use in a live demonstration to show the fancy moves. And that was, again, it's a risky thing because it's easy to mess up when you're doing that. That's happened to me. A few suggestions. First had to do with time management. Again, it was a 5 to 7 minute speech. You went considerably over. One of the objectives was to have the talk relevant to the audience's interest. And you know, Rubik's Cube came out when I was a first-year graduate student. That was years ago. And so kids today, or the Toastmasters today, may or may not have that be relevant. You might even say, well, it's a way to calm down your fears, or something like that, so something to just make it a little bit more relevant. As I recall, my solution was to peel the stickers off and repaste them, but that's yet another matter. But overall, it was an outstanding demonstration, expertly done, and I really look forward to hearing much more, because you're always a font of wonderful information. And I'm a Toastmaster.